question just to see or poll what the room is feeling. And if you have any questions, feel free to talk to me now or later. It's a pretty intimate setting, so feel free to raise your hand and say things we could have done better. Perhaps there's going to be a feedback form that's going to be sent out later. You can fill it out. What we could have done better. Obviously, like I mentioned in the beginning, there were a lot of hiccups, so we had to adjust and change the way we were doing things. With that being said, how many of you benefited from workshops, and how many of you liked the amount of workshops? Okay, let me start with one question. I asked too many questions. How many of you benefited from the workshops? Like you actually used something in your projects from the workshops? I saw a lot of people use MIT App Inventor. A little higher, guys. I can't tell if you're covering your mouth or you're. Okay. So a good amount of people. Good amount of people. Would you say we had too many workshops, too little workshops, or just right? Just right? Actually, too many. I was expecting that. Yes. Too many. What is it? Spread it out more. There's a lot of overlap. So that has to do partially because things came up, we had to adjust, and so on and so forth. However, I did get the feedback that we had too many workshops. Although from the hands that I saw before, you guys used the tools that you learned from the workshops. For example, I know MIT App Inventor was very successful, mashallah. A lot of people, I went to different tables. I saw a lot of tables using MIT App Inventor. There were some people that were using React, they were using different tools. That was pretty nice. Another thing I wanted to poll is, how did you all feel about the mentors? Were they helpful? Yes. That's a resounding yes. I saw some hands in the back. Yes. Just feel free to shout it out. This is not a classroom. It's okay. So the mentors were really successful. I'm taking this data because maybe next year when we plan, we're going to take this into account and try to do the same things that we did well this year and work on the things that we didn't do so well or that we could improve on. So for example, workshops, we can adjust that a little bit. Mentors, we did awesome. I saw really great help from all the mentors, mashallah. Takbir. Those mentors, all of them aren't here. They had certain commitments, but we do still want to thank all of them. Food, how do you all feel about food? Was it too spicy? It was too much food. Okay. All right, let's see how well you do in a hackathon while fasting. No, I'm kidding. Alhamdulillah, I'm glad. Too much food is actually a good feedback. At times when you're working so hard and looking at colored text, I saw, in that video, one person was actually, what's that website? You just spam keyboards and yeah. Yeah. But no, what I was saying is that I'm glad to hear that we have too much food, because when you're working so hard, it's easy to lose track of what you're doing, and sometimes you're coding and then you're so tired and you're so hungry that you type something weird and that breaks your entire program. How, for the debug, did you guys run into a lot of problems when you were coding? How did you guys solve it? Mentors, really nice. I also want to check, what tools did you all use? I said MIT App Inventor. Did anyone use anything else? Just shout it out. Sorry? Figma? Okay. Anything else? I know there was a lot more tools, guys. Come on, shout it out. Otherwise, I'm going to start calling out people's names. That's not going to be fun. Python. Okay. Money team, do I have to call you out? Anything else? MIT? You all use something else as well. React, right? Yeah, so alhamdulillah, we had a wide variety of tools to use, and we hope that you take something away from it and use these tools for next time. How many of you are thinking about coming back next year, inshallah? Alhamdulillah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Any open suggestions? I'm gonna maybe toss the mic around if you have something to say. Oh yeah, sleeping accommodations. How does that go?
Horrible.
Okay. The sleeping accommodations. So what we did, for those who don't know, a hackathon, the whole idea of it is for you to literally stay in one room, not one room, but like in a general area for 24 hours, sometimes a little longer. I think this hackathon is a little bit more on the shorter side, I want to say. There are hackathons that go on much longer and they get very tiring very fast. So you guys stay for 24 hours. I believe there's hackathons that have 48, so 2 days. And they stay in the same place. So what we did is we had a partition here. And I believe only brothers stayed overnight. There were no sisters that stayed overnight, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so I believe only brothers stayed overnight, and we had a partition here. You see there's still some sleeping bags here. That's because people were sleeping, and they woke up earlier this morning and started working after Fajr. And then most of these times, the folks who are working in this hackathon competitors, they are coding or building their project yesterday we started at what time? Can somebody remind me? 11. Did we start at 11? Okay, we started at 11 and we went all the way. A lot of people coded until I want to say 2 a.m., 3 a.m. They slept for like an hour or 2 or 3 hours, woke up for Fajr, started working again after Fajr, and they have not had a lick of sleep since then. So that really puts into perspective for our parents, for the visitors that we have here, how hard our competitors worked. And the judges were able to see all the competitors that did their work. And we want to show our visitors who are here, maybe 1 or 2 projects, display them, how they feel, just to show a sample of what took place in the last 24 hours. And I don't know if they're ready to present yet, but maybe within the next couple of minutes, they'll do a quick rundown. And by the way, these two teams that will present, for all my competitors, that's no indication of whether they won first or second place. That's just a randomly selected 2 teams that are going to present. So everyone is ready to present. It might be you. That's it. Sorry, this mic is a little. With that being said, I was gonna say something. So before the sleeping accommodations, any general feedback, I'm gonna pass the mic around. If you have your hand raised, I'm just gonna have the mic given to you and you could say something. Anyone wanna say something? Any competitors? I know the competitors have a lot to say because they told me a lot of things. There's no way no one's gonna say anything right now. It's fine. If no one has anything to say, I guess I'll say it for them. No feedback? Really? MashaAllah, that's great. Alhamdulillah. Oh, we have one. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. But just for now, I just hear general feedback. Awesome. Do you want to come here? Yeah, can you? I wonder how long.
I just wanted to say that it was nice to have the activities like the gym, and last night the Super Smash Bros. Tournament went kind of crazy. So yeah, a good feedback.
Activities. That's another thing I missed on. Did everyone have fun doing that? I know last night I talked a lot of big talk about me being good at Smash. For those who don't know, Smash is a video game that we had set up for students upstairs. So in case they wanted to take a break from hacking, from a break from coding, they had access to video games upstairs. Anyways, I talked big talk and I got humbled very quickly. So I learned my lesson and probably won't do that again. We also had the gym open in the back. I saw some people shooting basketball hoops during some breaks when they had the time. So that was hopefully refreshing to all of you. And yeah, with that being said, did we select our 2 teams? For the Mustafis? Yes.
The 2 teams from both divisions.
No, these are just randomly selected 2 teams. Just to present really quickly, because the whole idea, what we had in mind actually, was for you all, and I think some of you did this. Some of you did this when the judging was happening. Some of you walked around to see what other people did, and I saw that and I was like, wow, that's really cool. You guys really admire each other's projects, so that was nice. So the whole idea right now is for you all to gain an exposure, more so our visitors who are here, to gain exposure on what went down and what people built. I saw a question in the back. Okay. Doing the video, I also heard a lot of people make new friends. Is that the case for everyone? Really? So hopefully new connections. And the whole idea is, I'm glad that you all made new connections, because you see, the person next to you, you don't know. That person might build the next big thing, right? And later on down the road, you could probably say, hey, I knew so-and-so, I knew so-and-so. We hacked together on June 26th, 2022. Okay, perfect. So apparently I have the 2 teams that will present. Number 1. Okay, so here we go. The first team that will present is Goats in a Boat. And again, this is no indication of whether you got 1st place, 2nd place, or 3rd place. This is just a random team that's being called. Is Goats in a Boat here? Perfect. So if you all can set up here, and get it started. The next person, or the next team, is Mindful Muslims here?
Yeah. That's name of the app.
Oh. Oh, that's you guys? Oh, nice. Okay, perfect. So inshallah, feel free to set up. Mindful Muslim and Muslims. They're sort of presenting together, I think.
Yeah.
You all had a similar concept, so I think the idea is just okay. So what I recommend you all doing, I wouldn't say maybe go through the slides. What you could do is have a quick demo of the app. Can you do that? Okay. And have you can pass the mic around. So. And inshallah, after these 2 teams, hopefully you don't hear me talking again. We'll have the award ceremony, inshallah, to give to the teams. Okay, perfect. You ready? And brothers and sisters, just a quick reminder, this team and the next teams, they are a sample of what everyone created. So if you mashallah, they all created great stuff and you're going to see it. It only puts into perspective what other awesome things that were created. And alhamdulillah, the judges were able to see. And if we had time, we would have loved to show all of you all the awesome projects that were created. But unfortunately, time is restricting, so
Can we join
a
this?
sample should be enough, inshallah.
Second Zoom link.
Yeah.
And then they'll share the screen.
No, not the Zoom link. Like, I'll just type in the Zoom call.
I have Zoom downloaded on his laptop.
Right here.
Can you join without an account?
Yeah, you don't need an account.
You will connect this channel.
Just join.
Oh,
Can we connect this laptop?
no, we don't have the Mac.
Okay, what?
No,
Okay.
I have.
Oh, you do?
I'll get.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Can you bring the back?
Yeah, here.
Okay, that's easier.
Was it ready? Okay. Was it ready? Okay. Okay.
Daddy, don't you want to share this?
Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Team Goats in a Boat. I'm Aisha Sheikh, a freshman.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Amira and I'm a freshman as well.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Yusra and I am an undergraduate.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Iman. I'm undergraduate, junior year.
This is our app, Kabaiga. And so this is what we made using Firebase that's gonna authenticate your email and password. And our app is actually based.
Our app is a Muslim Islamic event locator. So depending on where you're located, once you have an account with us, the app is supposed to show you Islamic events in your local area.
So this app makes it easier for all Muslims to find events near their area or in any other area. It makes it like a simplified version of just searching on the internet and like random results popping up.
So once you click one of the events, it would show, you can even filter the events in the search bar through Virginia, Maryland, DC, and we do plan to expand the range of locations, but for now, these are the events that we have, and they are pulled from links from Instagram posts.
And the reason we created this app is because we wanted to make an app that is solely based for Islamic events. It's when you normally search for Islamic events, you don't find any. You find Islamic like mosque and then halal restaurants, but you never find Islamic events. Like even the ICNA event that happened, you could not find it unless you put ICNA on the search bar. So This one, when you click the location, it directly gets you to the navigation link, so you can just like go drive along with it. And then there is an Instagram link, so for you to verify, like if you want to go through the comments and post, you can use that. As well as we're trying to like expand our approach by using Instagram API and like Twitter API and like link it with our Google Excel sheet, because all the information, that data we have retrieved it, we have put it into a Google Excel sheet to like formulate it and categorize it so that it's easy and classified for the app to make. Like it's just a short code, then it has a lot going on, and we have like many future plans. Like we're trying to like make an iOS app, because like I had a lot of difficulty because this was only an Android app. So we have we're planning to make an iOS app, and we're planning to.
So that is the demonstration of our Islamic Event Locator app, and that is concluding our presentation. Do you guys have any questions about the app?
So we have the winners almost ready. But before that, we want to show you two more folks or two more teams who had similar ideas. So Mindful Muslims, which is the Fitna Fighters. I will say everyone had such an interesting name. We had the Fitna Fighters, we had the Muslims, we had Goats in a Boat. What were some other names? ER? And there were some others, right? What is it? JC Dinglers. See, we had some very interesting names. But anyways, with that being said, Mindful Muslims. Who did Mindful Muslims? Okay. Mindful Muslims by Fitna Fighters. If you all can come up, just show a quick demo of your app and call it a day. And then we can have Muslims. Where is Muslims here? Are we gonna get
I'm sending the password too.
You guys need a Zoom link?
Yeah, so we can.
Okay.
Jeff, do you think help?
Okay. Ready. I'm just gonna do this.
No.
You want?
One 05 06.
Assalamu alaikum. We're just setting up. So in the meantime, we're just going to give like a quick introduction. So we're the Fitna Fighters, and we chose this name because one thing that all of us have in common is we don't like fitna, and that's why it's our mission to fight fitna. So that's why our team name is what it is. So our project that we work on today, which another team also worked on a similar problem, was mental health in the Muslim community. And one thing that we, upon research, we realized how many people in the Muslim community suffer from anxiety or depression and other mental illnesses and disorders. And we wanted to destigmatize mental health and getting help in the Muslim community, because when someone is spiraling down emotionally, oftentimes they're not in the logical state of mind, so they can't they may not think to reach out to someone for help, or they may feel ashamed about, reaching out within the Muslim community. So we made an app which approaches mental health and treating mental health from different angles. We have breathing exercises. We have an Islamic perspective, which has Quran and Hadith and dua based off what the person is feeling. So if you put like, I'm anxious, it'll give you ayahs and duas and Hadith that will focus on anxiety and give you Islamic resources to tackle that problem. We also have breathing exercises. We also have links to helplines and links to emergency services if necessary. We also have links to counseling, and there's some other fun ideas that didn't pan out. We're loading right now. Do you want to say something? So I guess I'll talk about my teammates. I guess while we're waiting, so this Mustafa Qureshi, he's very charismatic, very nice guy, and he's very good at presenting, and he's very good at keeping the team morale high. Because last night, we were sleeping and we were all very sad, and him just being there, he kind of kept us motivated. This is my cousin Mustafa. He's the guy who's setting up right now. Inshallah, I'll give him. Please give him some patience because he's trying. He was like our main, he was kind of like pushing everyone along to keep on schedule because again, we only have 24 hours and, we have to deliver the product. And he did a lot of the writings, a lot of the write-ups you'll see on DevPost come from him. And then this guy right here is Hamza, and this guy's a machine when it comes to coding. So like a lot of the core code of the project when it came to like doing Quran, Hadith, and filtering, it came from him. And me and him, we were during Flutter time, we were just coding, and because of the way the team worked together, we were able to come with a succinct product. And okay, we can show it now. Does anyone else want to talk? Should I keep talking? Okay, so we start with, this is the first screen of the app, and we start with answering these two basic questions. And if you answer yes to any of these questions, the app will not let you go forward. So for example, let's answer yes to the first question, please. So this is, are you or a loved one in immediate danger? So if you submit this, you will get this button to call emergency services. So right now, if you click this, you're going to call him. You're not going to call 911, so don't worry, brothers. Okay, and then the same thing with this question. So we're actually going to hit no for each of these questions, so we can move on to the next screen. And we're going to try this breathing exercise together, inshallah, so everyone can pay attention to this.
And obviously, with more time, you can add features to this, such as, I don't know, rain sounds, just to increase the atmosphere and just make it more relaxing.
So this is equal breaths. It's the same amount of time that you inhale is the same amount of time that you exhale. And if someone's in a place of distress, this can help to calm them down, because sometimes if you kind of just come at them with like Islamic resources or ayahs, they may not be in a place where they can calmly assess that. So this is kind of to get the person to calm down. In the future, we'd like to have more breathing exercises, more sort of activities that a person can do that will calm them down before we move to the Islamic resources. So let's dismiss. Okay, so this was the screen that we're talking about. We're starting out with like these 4 mental conditions right now, but we'd obviously like to have more. We also would like to incorporate a sort of sentiment analysis thing. I don't want to take up too much time because other people have to present. So let's just go with depressed. And over here are the different resources that you can access, different categories. Future one would be scholarly articles. We have not coded that one as of yet, but so over here we have pick the ayahs, and we have ayahs that have to do with, as you can see, relate to being depressed. So based off what you pick is what sort of Islamic resources you get. Let's go home. Let's go to counseling services. And then this is like one of the ending screens, and you can pretty much like send a message to a counselor or call a counselor. We would like in the future to have it where there's like a geographical incorporation where it has, it shows like the local counseling and local therapy places in your area, and it will call that area. So we also want to show the dhikr counter. We're very proud of this one. All right, let's click it. SubhanAllah, SubhanAllah. Wow, mashallah.
You can also change the type of dhikr.
Wow, options. We got options, mashallah. Astaghfirullah. There we go. I'm stuck for a while.
Reset.
Okay, I think we've taken enough of your time. Sorry for the delay. We hope you enjoyed the app. And we're the Fitness Fighters. Thank you.
Can I get the video? Do you want? Yeah. That's okay. I got it from the flyer. Oh, you got it from the flyer. One second. Wait, can I close it for a second? Can I close it for a second?
Yeah.
Thank you. Because you just didn't answer. Guys, the security. Security. Oh, there you go. Oh, we're at the end. Just sit down. Okay, wait, guys, present yourself. Here, all the way back. Is the sound on, brother?
Yeah.
Hold on, it's not. It's on pause again. There we go. Don't touch anymore. Put that on. Okay, here. So I'm gonna put this so can hear. Because there's no.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, so my name is Rizan and
My name is Samira,
And I'm Sophia.
and today we made an app. It's called Ibu. So
So yeah, Ibu means mother in Bahasa Indonesia, and so the idea for this is that it could remind you about your chores and your tasks, and basically your daily habits that a mother would remind you to do. You know, like as a mother would, and so yeah, it also has some like. It's also like a mood tracker, so sometimes.
I'll just start the video. Wait, but is there a sound? Yeah.
Keep the mic here.
Oh, okay. But there's no sound from the computer either. Really? How do you see the sound? Okay. Hello. What sounds for ourselves?
Oh, wait, no. Thanks for everyone. Sorry.
Awesome. Jazakumullah khairan takbir. So again, mashallah, this was just a sample of what went down this past weekend. With that being said, we have the winners ready. So I'm sure you all are excited to hear about who won, inshallah. With that being said, you couldn't have the winners without people tabulating the scores. So that means we have to give a special shout out to our judges, which will be handled by Safiullah, inshallah. He was a core volunteer during this entire, this whole hackathon. So I'm going to pass it on to him so he can say the names of the judges, inshallah.
Jazakumullah khairan Adnan. So inshallah, before we get started with the real meat of the sandwich, I'm going to go ahead and announce or commemorate some of the great judges we've had. We've been honored to have the insight, the knowledge, the suhbah, the wisdom of very smart people and influential people in our communities. We have a doctor that works at MITRE. We have several folks that work at NASA. Some of our mentors even work at NASA. So this company is the best of company. And inshallah, your children we're in great hands. And inshallah, they'll continue to prosper in great hands. Say amen. So with that being said, first and foremost, we'd like to commemorate Brother Abdul Rahim. If you can come up and grab a goodie bag. Takbir. 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 Next up, we have Brother Adil Faisal. And if Brother Farid Ahmed also is here. So inshallah, next up we have Sister Farida Chaudhry. Next up we have Dr. Faisal Islam. Jazakallah khair for your great talk on the Google Teachable Machines, mashallah. Next up, we have Brother Muhammad Jasimuddin. And then next up, we have Brother Muhammad Anwar Sabri. And next up, we have Brother Muhammad Islam. Okay, and next up, we have, I think, Brother Sayyidul Islam. And last but not least, we have Brother Shahid Raza. Again, Jazakumullah khair for your time, for your efforts, and truly this hackathon couldn't be without the judges. Again, Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakumullah khairan, Safiullah. So we have the winners ready, and I believe we have the certificates as well here. Okay, sweet. So awesome. So now we can get to the moment you all have been waiting for. And I will have Brother Nadeem, who is the executive director here at ICM, as well as Dr. Faisal, to come up and help us with distributing the certificates, the awards, all the good stuff that the participants have earned. So I know many of the participants, I see some people's legs are shaking. So inshallah, without further ado, I want to bring Brother Nadeem, and if Brother Nadeem or Dr. Faisal have any short words to say, please feel free. And alhamdulillah, we're always grateful for ICM for helping us host such an event for the youth.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am really surprised because Brother Imtiaz was here, who's the chairman of the board. So I am actually representing him. Jazakumullah khair everyone for being here. My biggest comment is that, when we finished this building, last year, so many different things have happened in this building. And alhamdulillah, this is one of the, I would say, a star event that, has come to this, the center. And that's what we really wanted. All of our youth and different, segments of our community bringing good programs that really benefit the community, show our talent. I'll end with this. We are very shy, and due to sometimes our humbleness, but we are very shy in celebrating our strengths and celebrating what we achieve in our communities. And I'm talking about our young people, and I'm talking about our people who are now entrepreneurs and doing great work. We need to tell each other how big of a contribution we are making to this country, in this country, our land, and all over the world. So this is really a true, example of this celebration. Jazakumullah.
Assalamu alaikum. So thank you all of the participants who came here. And I would also like to thank all the organizers, Brother Mustafiz, and all of the youth, who participated on organizing this event. I know Brother Mustafiz has been working on this event for almost 3 months now. He was having these bi-weekly meetings, weekly meetings, and then, right before the event, meetings were happening almost. And I would also like to thank the ICM community here for hosting this event. MashaAllah, I didn't know that there is such a facility like that here in the DMV area. I represent Adams Center, which is in the Northern Virginia. So alhamdulillah, I think we have a lot of youth here who came from that area, and we also have a lot of youth who are from this local area. So inshallah, as in the future, hopefully we will be able to do more hackathons, with the collaboration of Northern Virginia, Maryland, and DC area. And I think, interest will grow more and more. So I was really surprised to see some of your, innovative apps, what you can do in 24 hours. Just think about it. If you can do this in 24 hours, and if you put your mind into it, and if you spend like a month, what can you come up with? Some of you could be the next Elon Musk. It's not going to be the Elon Musk, but it's going to be you. And also you'll be representing the Muslim entrepreneurs in the United States and all over the world. So, this is just the beginning. And I think, a very bright future, inshallah, waits for all of you. And, let's help each other and elevate each other, inshallah.
Okay. Now is the moment of truth. Brother Mahbub, are you here? Yes, perfect. So inshallah, as a part of handing out the certificates, I know you all came to make some money. I'm quoting that from something I actually heard. That's not my word. Someone actually said that. So inshallah, we have our awards, and Brother Mahbub will hand them out, who is on my far right. And we also have Brother Nadeem and Dr. Faisal here, who will help me hand out these certificates. Okay, with that being said, I was going to call out name by name, but let's not do that. I have teams that won. And again, thank you to the judges who helped us get this out. So who remembers the categories we had? Good. I heard environment, community, health, information. So for our visitors, for those who don't know, each one of the competitors fit in a category. So they built something that fits within information, that fits within community, and so on and so forth. So we will be starting with the community category, and we'll start with second place. Second place goes to. We're only doing first two. We're only doing first two. Yeah, so second place goes to ER. So in ER, Brother Zaid Mahfouz, Brother Ismail Isayed, Brother Sultan Zakaria, they are the winners from ER. So yeah, just come through a line this way, inshallah. Okay, the next team, you might have already heard from them actually, just a few moments ago. Goats in a boat. Oh, I didn't even say what place. I just sort of just gave them their first place. So mashallah, not only did Goats in a Boat win first place in their category, they won first place overall. So meaning out of all the teams, mashallah, they really stood out to the judges, and they were the winners overall, mashallah. So moving on to the information category, coming in second place is Team Overseer. Takbir. Sorry, I didn't give takbirs for the last two teams, so let's do two more takbirs. Takbir. Takbir. So in the information category, coming in first place, this sounds like a robot name, FMP5. Awesome. Takbir. So moving on to the health category. This is a team you probably also heard of a few minutes ago. Fitna Fighters. Fitna Fighters in second place. Thank you. Okay, so moving on to first place in the health category, we have Moose Lambs. Takbir.
Sister. Who's here for the money? Does the sister?
Okay, so. Oh, wait, she's not. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so with that being said, we have one more category, which really goes to the team that we designated especially for high schoolers. So if you're an undergrad team, sorry, it doesn't, you can't get this prize again. So high schoolers, we really wanted to give a prize to the high schoolers that really stood out, the highest point that a high schooler can get. So the team, and we call this award the Novice Award, and we want to give it to Happy Little Hackers. Takbir. Sorry, did I not give a takbir? Okay, let's do it again. Takbir. With that being said, we do want to recognize all of our participants because at the end of the day, and I know it sounds cheesy, but everyone is a winner. We hope that you took something valuable away from this event, that you built some meaningful networks, or you built, obviously you built an app. Make sure to go update your LinkedIn. If you don't have a LinkedIn, go update that now. Or your resume that you built something. With that being said, I want to recognize our other hackers, our hackers that are here. Zakaria Siddiqui, are you here? Takbir. Marzuqullah. Takbir. Okay, he's not here. Talha Ikram. Takbir. Oh, he's here? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Naji Nasser. Takbir. Okay, he's not here. Ata Siddiqui. Takbir. I'm sorry if I don't do this name too well. Omar Maisorwala. Maisorwala. Takbir. Omar Muharram. Takbir. Ryan Shubair. Ryan Shubair. Not here? Okay. Abdurrahman Muharram. Takbir. So, brothers and sisters, that concludes Okay, yeah, Jazakallah khair, Brother Nadeem, Dr. Yes, absolutely. Last thing I want to do before we end, can we do a picture with all the volunteers and judges in the front, please? All the volunteers, if you helped in any sort of way, please do come up front. We can't really end the program until you come up front either, so please. Safiullah, Yusuf, Diane. Okay. Okay, actually, let's do this. Let's do something different. Let's get all the competitors up here. All the competitors. Come on. I see all of you on the left, squatting on the left. Come on. No, just competitors for now. And then we'll do volunteers. Inshallah, we're going to take one photo with the volunteers and judges, and then I'm going to ask Brother Abdul Rafiq to close us off, inshallah.
So everyone in the middle right here, is that okay? Sorry. Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Whatever you can.
Someone slide down.
We got one test. Everybody look here. One. And then, oh yeah.
She's Walter. She had her amended to get the merch. Hottest merch in the game. Sorry, yeah.
Stop. Now you guys only get 1%. That's it. It's 1%. Okay.
Okay, ready? Can everybody look here for a second? Ready? 1, 2, 3, and one more.
We have to get this in the right.
Sure.
No, we still have
We're not done yet. We're not quite done yet. So we'll close very soon. We're going to close very soon. Can we have Dr. Abdurrahim come up front just for some closing du'as? We do want to end in the name of Allah, and just give his general thoughts, and then we're done, inshallah. But that's it from me. Jazakumullah khair. Brother Abdurrahim, please.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Abdul Latif. I'm actually on behalf of ICNA here. Yeah, as you all know that we organize hackathons as well, similar to this event. We have been organizing the hackathon since 4 years in all our ICNA conferences. We always have every year conference. This year, we just a couple months ago, we finished the conference, and inshallah, we are also planning another conference, which is going to be in New Jersey. It's going to be a big Mid-Atlantic conference. We will be having similar event, but we will be adding more stuff into that one. And not only hackathon, we have robotics as well as tech talks, and this kind of stuff is always there. So I see, mashallah, I don't want to reiterate the words from all the speakers and everyone what they have spoken. Many congratulations to everyone. I would like to congratulate, and I also would like to have a token of appreciation as a t-shirts from ICNA. I bought the t-shirts here, so every participants actually can take collect the t-shirts from them. Inshallah, I see the last thing what I would say, you are doing very good job. You have good ideas. Now you're in your local community. Please now get outside of the community, even expand it, participate in, larger community like ICNA conferences and many other conferences. We actually do this kind of events. So please participate. I have seen great ideas. Really, ICNA will also be ready to sponsor if there is a good idea, and the idea is actually aligning with the ICNA's policies. We would sponsor for the winners to develop the apps, not only to develop the apps, but also we will pay for them to complete their application or the app. So with this, I conclude. I hope if you want to have more information, you can actually reach out to me, or you can reach out to Mustafiz, Brother Mustafiz. He can actually give us more information about this, inshallah. So with this, I will conclude, and I'll make a dua. May Allah Ta'ala accept all our deeds, all our efforts, all our stuff which we have done, everyone who has directly or indirectly participated into this. May Allah accept all our intentions. This is the intention, all intentions are to make everyone in our community, helpful and, grow our community. And we also would like to appreciate everyone who has participated in this one. With that, I will just make a small dua and we'll conclude here. Alhamdulillah, alladhi afani mimma ibtalaka bihi wa faddalani ala kathiran mimman khalaqa tafdila. A'udhu bi kalimatillahi tammati min sharri ma khalaq. Allahumma afini fi badani, Allahumma afini fi sam'i, Allahumma afini fi basri, la ilaha illa ant. Allahumma anta salam wa minka salam wa ilayka yarji'u salam. وادخلنا دار السلام حينا ربنا بالسلام فتعاليت يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين الحمد لله رب العالمين. Please do collect the t-shirts from the ICNA, okay? Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum. Everything is there. You guys can come and collect the t-shirts. Yeah, yeah. All right. This is
No problem. Very well. Continue the work. I think you guys have It's not adult. Great. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And now. I was trying to not answer a lot of questions. You were the one who kept trying to ask me, like, oh, any more questions? Oh, one more in there. Everyone kept raising their hand. I don't know why everyone. I want to end off. Some of the people there, and you always ended for one more. 5 seconds. Jay just kept talking. I don't know. What's your public?
It's actually.
I mean, you first said.
Hey, Siri. Put a reminder, mention what the University of Maryland.
Yassine, you're gonna get buff in this shirt, man. Get a shirt, get a hackathon shirt. It got sponsors too. I have no idea.
Wait, it's an XL. It's XL? Wait.
Wait, how big is my shirt? I have a little polo shirt.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
It's
Motivation.
Bro, we have to make it happen.
What you would.
Where's my shirt? Come on.
What?